Hey there, Selective, Collective. This is Kim with your messages. I hope you guys are doing really good. Sending out lots of love to you all. Thanks so much for the continued support and your beautiful, beautiful comments. I love reading them. I love getting them. Oh, and yeah, that when I posted the way that I do tarot comment, it really was just for like a couple comments that I received. I'm sorry if it came across like I didn't mean for it to come across as rude, because I know the majority, probably 99% of you all understand how I read kids by now. You can tell. All right, so Alana Fairchild and White Light Oracle for my Selective Collective on the solstice. Give me a message for their solstice. Okay. I don't know what that is, but we'll go. Well, what a beautiful card for our solstice. What a beautiful card. Oh, what a beautiful line. What's that song? Na 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 na. Everything's everything's going my way. No, oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful night. Everything's coming up roses. Yes. Oh, well, that's interesting. That song does not pop into my head. Ever. I wish it did pop into my head more, actually. Everything's coming up roses. All right. Dara Patra. Or it might be Vara Patra, because the D might be silent. I don't know. You could tell me. All right. I have out of confusion, a clear and progressive pathway is opening up for you. It is an auspicious time to give generously of yourself to others, enriching the quality of your connections, expressing spiritual blessings of goodwill and encouragement from your heart. A powerful blessing is entering your world. A prayer is now being answered in a beautiful way. Spirit gives freely and generously of all good things, and the task of humanity is to learn how to receive. The key to receiving is an open, surrendered, generous, trusting heart. Trusting heart. Trusting heart. It's representing the Holy Grail on this card. It's kind of a big thing. And so the Patra part is the cup, or the reference to the Holy Grail in this. And then the goblet, or the vessel. And then Vara is Sanskrit for pathway, an opening or a portal. So there is an open portal into what seems to be a goblet of love. The Holy Grail of love. Well, good. I think we could all probably use another goblet or two. Spirit. I think we could. I could. Yeah, all right. Let's see what else. Oh, well, very appropriate for this goblet of love. And I also have the gold on the bottom. Somebody was asking about Kim Cran's archetype deck. I did have it once and it was destroyed. So I plan on replacing it. It's been a while since I've been able to actually invest in cards, you know, because there's so many other things to pay for. And it's not easy for me. So the androgen here is about coming together, experiencing, wow, on the cut, experiencing some type of maybe a lover's energy here. maybe a lover's energy coming together, a sweet new experience with this blue rose. Look at this. These cards just keep going in sync with either my talking or the cards. Like, I'll put it down for a second. It's like a lover's energy, but this card, the androgen, is tied into creative projects. So it can be painting, singing. For some reason, I'm seeing somebody try to, thinking of like remodeling or redecorating different areas of your home. But something like new, something to make something brand new for you. This is a collaboration though, and it's the androgen, the name, the androgen, is suggesting that it doesn't have a label to it. You can't define what this is. It's extremely creative. And then, I mean, we could look, there's so much symbolism in all of her cards, because of the spider dropping down from the web, dropping down actually from the 10, from the completion, it's dropping down from that. But there isn't a actual web built yet, so I think that's significant to like weaving our dreams into a reality. Kid Cudi songs coming into my head now, day and night. Da toss and turn, na 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 na. So what are you going to create? Because this is definitely, it's giving a very creative vibe here. There's something to be created. It knows no name. It's in it, maybe somehow attached to this goblet of love. Whoa. Whoa. When they come out, I kind of straighten up my back a little bit. Straighten up my back a little bit, and I pay a little bit more attention here. Look, we have number 2. So number 2, Ascended Masters, create open communication. Wow. You literally have the Holy Grail of messages coming through saying that your Ascended Masters are the ones that are wanting to create something new for us here on Earth that does not have a name to it yet. That's who it's talking about. Well, how delightful is that? Wow. How delightful is that? And watch out so you're not being led astray by any kind of temptations. I have secret temptation. Sheryl Crow's song, My Favorite Mistake, is coming into my head as I look at this. Like, if she weren't talking about a person, if she were talking about a situation or a thing, or you're my favorite mistake. You're my favorite mistake. Being led astray. We will have to get more on that, right? Oh, my little bead. My little bead's falling apart. Wow. Don't we really have like light and dark here? Like day and night. We have Ascended Masters, the Holy Grail. We have watch out for the temptation to be led astray. Huh. Up here at the top is the color of this. It's way up here. Ooh. Let's get another deck. I was kind of getting this energy here of because of the top of the head, like I was getting that you are channeling in this energy. And so it's like saying, it's almost like Spirit saying, hey, there's lots of different energies to work with. And it's like the message of, though it's good to be very neutral and, okay, everything's not really bad or good. It's just kind of like in the middle. Yeah, okay, that's one way you could look at it. But let's say there are different energies. There are different energies associated with different outcomes that you're wanting to experience in life. And there are different energies that when they're embraced have an extremely different ripple effect on all the other people and their experience. And so it is important, they're saying, like, it's so super important to distinguish which energies are you channeling. Which ones are you accepting as a channel for your information? Which ones are you accepting to be the decider for your next move, and then your next move, and then your next one after that? So what or who is affecting your wise discernment? And I guess this is just being stressed because right now, and I've talked about this before, but right now, I feel like those chakras above our heads, 8 through 10, the seed crystal chakras, okay? It's the ones that open up a little bit more, like from the top of your crown chakra. When those get opened, your connection with your higher self is stronger, and your connection to your soul's mission. But with every energy, there's the potential to use it this way or that way. And so that's why this message is coming in, is that there has been upgrades for everybody. I've seen this the comments on my channel, and you all have experienced lots of different upgrades. Some of you all have gone through some very I read every single comment, and I relate to just about everything. Going through dark nights of the soul, you're going through things that are like the speedy ascension progress. I guess we signed up for it. It makes sense to think that I probably would have, because even Kim in this body would say, sure, yeah, sign me up for the most uncomfortable thing if it's going to produce the most growth. I would have agreed to that. I'm pretty sure of it. So I know that what you have gone through has been rather uncomfortable, and it feels like you're wide open. Yeah. And you're not vulnerable. You're extra powerful, actually. You're not vulnerable. You're extra powerful. Big distinction. There was, which is also what you have, you have wise discernment at this time. You are able to distinguish what's what. So, which side do we want to create from? What side do we want to create from? I had somebody, this was so strange. It was like, you ever run across, this has not happened too much in my life, but where a person will come up to you and they just say something so either out of character for themselves, but it almost seemed like it was a message. You couldn't really tell if it was a good or bad thing channeled through that person. I'm going to give you the example. This happened, it was about 3 years ago, and I was just starting this channel, and I had a person that doesn't ever talk about this stuff, like, come up to me and say, everybody chooses the from the light or dark side. This is like a person in their 70s. They said, you choose a side. Well, which side will you choose, is what they said. And then they just like walked away. And I'm like, I remember I was outside. I'm like, oh, I had a lot of work to do back then, guys. A lot. I mean, I'm sure I still have work to do on myself, but back then, maybe this was longer than that. Maybe it was like 4 or 5 years ago, because yeah, 4 or 5 years ago, it was really difficult. But it was one of those like, why did that just happen to me? Why did they just say that? And then I get to thinking about it. I'm like, oh my goodness. Okay, so that was a strange thing. But anyway, this will happen sometimes with random people. That you meet outside, that you go in public, you know, if you're in public, and then let's just say something absolutely random to you that you're like, okay, that had to have been a message because it was so weird. Why are we getting these energies here, Spirit? Why are you telling us about this? La la la. Oh my goodness. For the purpose of unification. Ooh. For the purpose of unification? For the purpose of the balance? Not being too led astray, but also not ignoring the fact that you have a shadow side and a light side. For the purpose of integrating and then creation? Maybe. Saying for the purpose of unification. And we, look, day and night, day and night. Da na 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 na. 6th grade star. Well, it's going to be a year of the 9. And what's interesting about that is this. It's going to be the year of the 9. I will be 45. That is a 9. And I'm a life path 9. I just have a feeling this year is going to be really different. And especially when it comes to, some things are really going to end. And so maybe it's this distinct division that's going to end. A distinct division, more of a blend. Oh, I don't know, but we're being guided. We're being guided to this. We're being guided to this unification. Let's see what other deck. I want to use a different deck. I'm going to use the same decks. Oh, well, wait a minute. I can use a different deck and just use this. The one that I've got right beside me. No, we use this one. Sorry. A blend, a balance, a unification of the energies is coming through. Not ostracized. Oh boy, ostracizing. Acceptance. The nightingale. Throat chakra. Speaking about it. Talk about it. Because it doesn't look like the Holy Grail is in the middle here. There's something new to be created, and it looks like these two energies are merging, like into the source, into the one. And are you supposed to talk about it? I don't know, because I have the nightingale, and or sing about it. Your testimony. The fox. You wouldn't be led astray by a fox, would you? I love the fox. The fox is clever. The fox is sly. Oh, you're finding your authentic voice. It's like finding, well, you know, it's like somebody that had a checkered past and they were into some mischief in their past, but when it comes to their mind, like their mind is really clever, and some kind of technique or way that they were mischievous could actually be applied to something good, and then something new could be created with it. You know what I'm saying? Like looking at people, not by what they did with their energy, but figuring out how it could be utilized for something new. And as well as this side, not denying every single pull that the shadow has too. Not denying it, but finding a creative, unified way to express it. So that, like I was saying in the beginning, sorry this reading's going a little choppy. I'm just, like, as I get the information, I'm letting you know. So in the beginning, like I say, okay, there are definitely some energies where the ripple effect is a certain way. If you go more to one side or the other, that's true. For both sides. And so this is kind of like finding the good blend of both sides to create something new. So that you're not too on extreme of either energy, actually. And I'm just getting the word, like when I look at this side, okay, I look at this side and I'm like, I wonder what the hell are they talking about? Like, what needs to be taken out or what needs to be, it's not, they're like, no, it's not about that. It's giving the example of things like denying yourself pleasure. Like finding some kind of healthy balance in this, or in that as an example. So the fox and the nightingale. The fox and the nightingale. What an interesting reading, I'm telling you. The bat and the gazelle. Okay. Yeah, okay, so I'm getting like an off balance of this. If there is an off balance, you can have a lot of energies that can induce a lot of fear, induce it, provoke, and then you can get the off balance here of being too fearful, too alert, so that could be where there's an example of some type of off balance with the different energies. Yeah, so it's about unification. It's about bringing these together. The bat being the end of a chapter. The end of a chapter, and there's a lot of mystery in this card with the moon. The end of a chapter, coming out of a spiritual hibernation. Now, the gazelle is about staying alert. Kind of like being ready for anything. They're very fast. They're extremely fast. They're also running from predators most of the time, okay? That's why I'm getting like, there's this light, sometimes in a fear energy due to this energy, and that is all going to be about balance better. Okay. Well, let's see what kind of ascension messages we have, or gifts, or abilities. There is another deck that will say that the bat represents a rebirth in consciousness. I think that would just be another way of saying that there's a chapter ending, there's something new beginning, and so it's just another way of saying, well, you're going to be conscious of something new. Okay. All right. And also, the off balance or the balance that we're seeking could be due to some of the effects of people acting in certain ways that they normally wouldn't, just out of fear, or like fearing this energy a little too much. You know what I'm saying? And then this side would act a little bit. Oh, I have an idea. I can't even put it into words as far as what I'm trying to say. Where more fearful of something than we need to be. It's got both sides acting different, or something like that. When everything is actually just one, just trying to be unified. Oh, the dark night of the soul. It talks about this dark night of the soul. God, that's hard. Path of initiation. Path of initiation, the dark night of the soul. And there may be something about talking about it or giving your testimony to what you have been through with that, if you feel like opening up about that. Energy healer, Reiki, chakra healer, crystal healer, healing touch. So so these two came out together, guys. So there really is some kind of message here coming through of you had to heal your own energy. That was the first step to you fully being able to be an energy healer for others. Like, not that you couldn't do it before. I'm sure like you could, especially if you all are in things like, it doesn't have to have a specific name, but if you just know that you have always been an energy worker or a healer, then you'll know that the biggest struggle is to well, we got to completely heal ourselves first. And so there was some type of dark night of the soul that occurred so that you could give yourself this healing, so that you could be the best energy healer that you're here to be. It's like it unlocks something for you. It unlocks something for you. Oh, you're empath. You're an extremely sensitive person and you feel another's emotions. You're an empath. You're an extremely sensitive person who feels others' emotions. And so now, you are the fox. You are the spiritual teacher fox. Clever. You are clever. You are wise. You are the spiritual teacher. You are the priest or the priestess. So, in essence, you figured out how to rescue yourself. You made it. And so in order to help others make it and not crash and burn or wreck into the rocks, you're going to shine your light all the time. It pulsates from you. Brighter than ever right now, though. And brighter since you did some type of healing on yourself. To some people, you really are, like, you are that holy grail, that light. You may not even realize it. But you're always, so, because the energies I'm picking up on are people that are always healing energetically all the time. And then I have Ascension number 9, which just says it's going to be the year of the 9 next year. So Buddha plane, spirit determines everything. Spirit determines everything. The Buddha plane. All right. Let's get an angel number. Message for you. I about started singing happy birthday. I don't know if it's someone's birthday right now that's watching or going to be soon, but if it is, hey, happy birthday. My mom's birthday was on the 26th of December every year. She used to say she didn't get as many presents because of that. And now I feel really bad. Like her whole life I should have given her way more presents than I did. We have the 2. So you have 22. We have big time mastery level here, huh? Big time mastery level. 2, you have a great talent for finding solutions. And it came onto this fox. There's something about your mind, collective, your cleverness. It says you have an unbiased nature, meaning you are that unifying. You don't judge somebody on whatever energies they had embodied in the past, or if someone else makes a judgment call, like you don't see I don't think you immediately see the day and night type of thing. I think you try to view everybody from this stable, neutral point, which is good, non-judgmental, because you know that these are always changing and they're always balancing. I feel like I'm just telling you what you already know. Like that everything's a scale that's balanced, and most of the time people are generally pretty good, pretty nice when I meet them in person, at least. And in a group, that's kind of a different topic. But your intuitive, unbiased nature allows you to see all sides of any situation and advise others towards the most fair and beneficial outcome. You are diplomatic. We'll do one more. And also, we have this card up here is a 38. So it'd be a 11, and that would be a 2. So you really have 2, 2, 2, and then 2 here, and then 2. I mean, Jesus. There's 2s. There's 2s. There's an 8. Your talent for setting and reaching goals is like no other. You are self-sufficient, capable of achieving your ambitions. 8 representing the ebb and flow, the infinite loop of creation. I'm successful. 66, your guardian angel is teaching you the essence of unconditional love. You're encouraged to have faith. The universe will provide for you while you're manifesting your inner desires. I am positive. And 444, trust your journey. Trust the way your life unfolds. And trust that you are where you need to be at the present moment. I am protected. And that's what I have for you, lovelies. Have a good day.